it was stolen from me is how I feel. And I don't want other women to come through their births feeling that they were broken and stolen from, because that's not how it has to be.
Supportive.
Intuitive.
Necessity.
Knowledgeable.
Necessary.
Support.
Necessary.
Even though we had had 2 kids, we had never actually gone into labor. So just to know what we were doing when labor came around was helpful.
If things started happening that we didn't understand, I'm not dilating the way you're, quote, supposed to, or an intervention is being suggested, or a drug or procedure, I wanted to be able to turn to someone on the spot and say, what do you know about this? Are there any alternatives? Can I do anything different? What are my options? So in large part, it was for information.
Probably
Make sure I didn't pass out.
Yeah, the main reason was for him. I mean, truly, because he's a worrier, and I just knew that, you know, if I was in severe pain, he'd need to be able to talk to somebody and say, okay, is this normal?
She just would be like, all right, well, let's just go one more contraction. You can do one more. And, you know, she was someone that, you know, I leaned on going into the hospital. She kind of was there to keep me strong and know that I could do it. Just to, you know, look at her while I was pushing and be like, you know, and she was there to say, you can do it. You're fine. Just keep going.
She helped me with ways to cope with the pain. She was like my she was my support. She took me for walks and she held me up, and she was wonderful.
I think that a doula is an important liaison between the mother and the hospital staff.
You know, we trusted our doctor and our midwife completely, but a lot of times they're not there the whole time. And so I think one of my biggest concerns was that the hospital, being what a hospital is, usually very into the medical intervention part of labor and delivery, that they were going to try and push those things on us. And so having her there to reinforce our wishes was also very beneficial.
I do see a lot of my job as sort of running interference almost, or slowing things down so that people can find the space and the time to think through what's being thrown at them.
And I really think when they have that ease and that information, that it really facilitates a normal process.
I find that patients who do not have that support often are more anxious, more worried. They don't have that confidence. Even if they have spent a great deal of time getting the knowledge that they've gotten often will be suspect. They'll have read on the internet, or they'll have used a book, and they won't have that same confidence. The medicalized version of my care really can't give that same support.
So it's more a matter of being with them continuously, because it is continuous labor support. I don't go off shift at 7 in the morning. They can pretty much count that I'm going to be there till the baby is born and has breastfed.
They develop that understanding of the support that might be necessary to empower that patient to make a good choice.
And probably 30% of my clients, right off the bat, will say, I don't really have any intention of going natural. And that has never been a problem for me, because I think women need to be supported no matter what their choices are.
There was a meta-analysis done in 2002 of 49 studies, over 45,000 women. And what they found was that how they feel about the pain in their labor did not impact their feelings about their births. What impacted their feelings about their births was how powerful they felt. Did they feel like they were in control? Did they feel like they were in the driver's seat? Did they feel like they were supported? Did they feel like what they said mattered? Those were the things that made their birth either positive or negative for them, not the thing that we've been taught. So, yeah, I'm a doula because I care about women and children, and because I know that what we do as doulas makes an impact.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I would recommend a doula to anyone.
Absolutely. We will be having a doula.
So I would definitely use another doula, or I would use the same doula, but I would definitely use a doula again.
I wouldn't give birth without a doula there. Period.
You can't grow a big plant in a little pot. I want to grow big plants. I think women are amazing. I think women are huge, huge, powerful beings that have been asked to fit into tiny little pots. And I want to blow the pot wide open.